on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The shot by James, no good. Here's Armstrong. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Stokes. Here's King. And it's blocked. Here's Boozer. Check by James. Driving to the basket. Pass to Mobo from the wing. And King pulls it down. Here's Stokes. The three-pointer off the mark. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Boozer. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
From 13, and the basket is good.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Cunningham. He's averaging 35.5 a game. Excellent production. Here's Mobo. Oh!
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Second chance effort. Here's King. His last outing, he had 24 points. Got a hand on it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
First person. Foul. First team foul.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Boozer. There's the triple. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Mobo. From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Palmer, no good. Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Oh, wow. Get out the way, Grant.
Come on.
Get out the way. Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Mobo gets the bucket.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Here's Stokes. Boozer grabs the board. Boozer's got 4 rebounds now. There's Cunningham with a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, But former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said, there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. And the first one at the line is good. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
That one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
To end the run, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Number 24, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Harris has checked in for Hart. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Boozer. He has 6.
Cedric.
Cunningham outside. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine.
Gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's King. He's scoreless. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear pass to the cup.
It's Cunningham with a drive. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want. And defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things...
Just naming a couple baddies out in Queens. If you come and make sure you bust fine. I just provided for my team. For that pussy, I'm ready to die. Without don't leave, I'll be shot. I like bitches that line up some bitches.
Don't work out.
No, this ain't Thanksgiving. I treat it like food, I'ma eat it like pop. I had a little bitch in the shop. She said her favorite artist Dirt. She told me to take her to rubber. I looked at that bitch and I gave her a smirk. I got a little bitch in Philly. Or she listened to his verse. Before we fuck up the perk. I'm out to her pussy dirt. I had a little bitch out of Houston. All they had first. First week the nigga had to step back. She kept on asking for a purse. I had a little bitch out of Brooklyn. She jacking when she
Cedric, if you look on Fortnite.
I can't trust these bitches how to learn.
You gotta get back on court. You gotta get back.
That free throw, no good.
You gotta get back on court. You gotta get back on court.
I'm trying to see what it be, but I'm trying to fuck on
Gotta get back on court.
We can have 1 or 2, give her all my kids fucking plan B. I gotta get this shit my own music. All I got ain't no plan B. I got a little bitch that lie.
We get back on today.
She Russian. Pussy bustin'. She from Suffolk.
We get back on
But she
today.
disgusting. Had her in the trap or something. If she is my yeah, I'm a uncle.
Bro, we shoot the free throw.
Jamia, Talia, Shireen. Just naming a couple bags out of Queens.
Second free throw, no good.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's King doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Misses the three. King's gone 1 of 5 from the field.
Why are they acting trash now, man?
Boozer passes to Cappy.
Why are you helping?
Now here's Cunningham.
Why are you helping?
Offline with a three.
I don't need the help.
Here's James on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Palmer. Back to James.
I do not need the help, dude.
1:57 left to play in the first. Counted from distance. 10 points for him.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the home team. Not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they established early on that this was the position they were aiming for. All they need to do now is maintain this great level of play or even aim a little higher.
Pass to Palmer. And the deficit down inside single digits.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Harris outside. Back to Hart. James with the rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Boozer. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris misses.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Palmer. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Pass to Boozer. To the middle. Left side Hart. All alone. Palmer pulls it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
That one drops for him.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 5.
I can't trust these bitches how to learn. Now let's take them back to Queens. Got a bitch from Daisy she needs.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
That shot missing. Some solid defense from James. Here's Palmer. He's covered by Hart. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Palmer's got 10 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, BA, every year we see something different. Something new. I can't wait.
As the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
The first free throw is good. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point, because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Pass to Armstrong. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Inside. Here's Palmer. 12 points for him. And he banks in the layup. He's got 14.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Pass to Caffey. And he starts out with a miss in this one. Got 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Mobo. 10 points for him. It's tipped. In transition.
Who's got ball?
And he lays it up and in.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
These are not the teams to challenge at the rim. The best in the NBA in shot blocking.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous... athletes with a nose for the ball.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Paxson. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Palmer. Here's King. Oh, hey! How about that? And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Wait, did he just do that? That's a dunk you usually only see in practice.
Hey, that's true. But your practice plays typically don't make your highlight reel.
This is part of the reason we watch, for players and moments like this. My goodness gracious, how great is that?
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Pass to Paxson. Here's Armstrong. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance. Armstrong's got 5 now.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys. In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Here's Paxson. For 3. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now.
Yo, set it up.
Here's King. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Armstrong. 5 points in the game. Boozer misses.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's King. Out to James. Pass to Palmer. It's James on the wing. From deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at the visitors here. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. Right behind them, just 1 spot down. Cunningham passes to Boozer. James against Bledsoe. Pass to Cunningham. A shot to stop the run. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Out left to the wing. Here's Palmer. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Palmer's got 10 points in the quarter.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Pass to Boozer. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Palmer. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
.151 left in the half. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe can't get it to go.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's King. And Bledsoe pulls it down.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Gets an open look and hits it. Armstrong's got 7 points in the game.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Palmer. Out to James. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Boozer passes to Cunningham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 15 points in the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And stolen by Cunningham. Driving inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Stokes misses. gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be... He headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he makes a first.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Palmer. Here's Stokes. Here's King. He drops it from range. King's got 9 points in the quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. No luck on that one. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really, that wax he put on his head, oh my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra, biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine. See their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Shooting a solid 53% from the floor. They've got Cunningham, and it's Armstrong in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Pass to Mobo. Now Cunningham. This one for 3. Palmer pulls it in. Palmer's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Cunningham against James. Cunningham passes to Boozer. Up and in on the layup. Boozer's got 12 points in the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Palmer. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him. Here's King. Off target from outside. Pass to Boozer. The 3 ball. And the 3-pointer goes. Boozer's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Cunningham passes to Armstrong. Pass to Mobo. Hey, puts up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Stokes. Fires the 3. And Cunningham. And pulls it down. Cunningham's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Armstrong. It's deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Boozer. And that one drops for him. Boozer's got 17 points.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job. Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
He's still feeling it. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. To the left side wing. Here's King. Cunningham with some nice D.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. The steal. He goes up. Blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Armstrong. He has 7. Palmer pulls it in.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And it's King missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Cunningham, soft touch off the glass. Cunningham's got 19 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
He's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's Boozer. He's got 17. The putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
To get back on track. The shot by James, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Number 24 at the line for 2.